Hello students, myself Professor Uday Teke from Department of Commerce, Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad College, Malegaon Camp, and today I am going to discuss the concept mutual fund, which is included in chapter number 3 of our subject capital market and financial services. Indian peoples are highest savers in the world, but majority of these Indian peoples saves their money in bank FDs and gold. They not know about various investment options available in the market. While discussing the concept of portfolio management, we see that there are number of avenues, that is there are number of options are available in the capital market for invest our savings, and mutual fund is most popular option. We all are interested in purchasing of shares, debentures, bonds and other securities, but these securities are available in stock market, and understanding the transactions of stock market is not possible to common investor, and the solution on this problem is mutual fund. Hence it is necessary to understand the concept of mutual fund. Mutual fund is a trust that pools the savings. Here is the pools the savings means process of collection of savings or process of accumulation of savings from number of investors who shares common financial goals. Here is the common financial goals means mutually agreed goals of interested investor, and these goals are decided by or considered by the trust and make pool of savings. The money thus collected is then invested in capital market instruments. Here is the capital market instruments include shares, debentures and other securities. The income earned on these investments, here is the income means dividend as well as interest with capital appreciation. Here is the capital appreciation means increase in the value of fund invested in capital market instruments because of market fluctuations, shared by its unit holders in proportion to the number of units owned by investors. Thus, mutual fund is the most suitable investment for common man, as it offers an opportunity to invest in diversified, professionally managed basket of securities at relatively low cost. Here is the basket of securities means while investing the fund in securities, number of securities of various businesses are selected by the trust and makes a basket of securities. In short, mutual fund is fund created from collection of savings of investors by trust, that is mutual fund company, taking into consideration the investors' financial goals, and amount so collected is invested in shares, debentures and other securities of corporate sector. Income earned on these invested fund in the form of interest, dividend and capital appreciation shared by investor in proportion of the investment, that is unit held by investor. Working of mutual fund. How do mutual fund works? At the top, we all are investors who want to invest money in capital market instruments like shares, bonds, debentures, etc. These all interested investors pull their savings or pull their money with fund manager. Here is the fund manager means trust or mutual fund company like SBI Mutual Fund Company, Axis Bank Mutual Fund, HDFC Mutual Fund. In India, there are 44 mutual fund companies having more than 2,500 mutual fund plans or mutual fund schemes. These mutual fund companies is regulated by SEBI. These mutual fund companies prepares a mutual fund plans taking into consideration the investors' financial objectives and collect their money and allot a unit of mutual fund. Then this collected amount is invested in a securities as per mutual fund plan. After that, these securities generates income in the form of interest, dividend or capital appreciation and get back to or passed back to investors in the form of return. Types of mutual funds or schemes of mutual funds. While explaining the previous slide, I clear that in India there are 44 fund management companies and they offers more than 2,500 mutual fund plans. These all plans divided into three groups. First group is called as structure wise group. Second group is called as investment objective wise groups and third category is other than structure and investment objectives called as other groups. In first group, that is structure wise schemes of mutual fund, includes three types of funds. One is open ended fund, another is close ended fund and third is interval schemes. Second group is investment objective wise mutual fund schemes. In this there are four types of schemes. First is equity or growth funds. Second is debt or income funds. Third is balanced funds, that is combination of equity and debts. It is also called as hybrid funds. And fourth group is money market funds. And in other category there are number of mutual fund schemes. Out of these, one is tax savings schemes, another is index schemes, and third is sector funds or sector schemes. Now we discuss all these schemes in detail. First group of mutual fund schemes is structure wise group. In structure wise group, there are three types of schemes. First is open ended schemes, second is close ended schemes, and third is combination of these two schemes called as interval schemes. So first discuss what is the nature of open ended schemes. An open ended fund or open ended scheme is one that available for subscription, that is purchase of units and repurchase on continuous basis. These schemes do not have a fixed maturity period. Investors can conveniently, that means according to their need, buy and sell units at net asset value, which is declared by fund management company on a daily basis. The main feature of this open ended scheme is liquidity. That means as per the need, any unit holder convert these unit into cash. That means by repurchasing, that is selling these unit to asset management company or another interested unit holder, the unit holder convert this unit into cash. Hence, this is the scheme allow investor to enter and exit at any time as per their convenience. Second scheme is close ended fund. A close ended fund or scheme has a stipulated maturity period, that is 5 to 7 or 8 years. The fund is open for subscription, that is purchase of units of that particular fund, open for subscription only during a specific period at the time of launch of the scheme. Investors can invest in the scheme at the time of the initial public issue, and thereafter they can buy or sell the units of the scheme on the stock exchanges where the units are listed. And another structure wise scheme is combination of these two schemes, that is open ended scheme and close ended schemes, called as interval schemes. Interval schemes are that schemes which combines the features of open ended and close ended schemes. The units may be traded on the stock exchange or may be open for sale or redemption during the predetermined intervals at net asset values, which is declared by asset management company on daily basis. Another group of mutual fund is according to investment objectives. In this group, there are four types of mutual fund. First is equity, that means growth fund. Second is debt funds. Third is balanced funds, that is hybrid funds, and money market schemes on money market funds. So first group is equity, that is growth funds. The main aim of growth fund is to provide capital appreciation over the long term or medium term period of time. Hence, the maximum part of this corpus means it is a accumulated amount on a specific fund. So, the corpus of this fund is invested in equity shares of the corporate sector. The structure of the fund may vary different for different schemes and the fund manager outlook on different stocks. Such funds are high risky because these funds invested their amount in equity shares and equity shares are price sensitive due to market forces. Sometimes it is also called as these funds are very volatile. Volatile means degree of changes in the value of fund according to forces. Hence, these equity funds or growth funds is very volatile in nature. Another fund is called as debt fund or income fund. The main objective of debt fund is to invest in debt papers. Here is the debt paper means debentures, bonds, etc. are called as debt papers, and these debt papers issued by government authorities, private companies, banks and financial institutions. By investing in these debt instruments, that is debt papers, these funds ensures low risk and provide stable income in the form of interest to the investor. Another group of these fund is balanced fund or hybrid fund. These are the mixture of both equity and debt funds. These funds invest in both equities and fixed income securities, that is debt instrument, which are in line with predefined investment objectives of scheme. These schemes aim to provide investors with the best of both the worlds, that means balanced, that means growth as well as income. Equity part provides growth and debt part provides stability in return. Fourth group of scheme is money market schemes. In money market schemes, the amount of fund invested in short-term maturity securities, that is the securities converted into cash or realized within 1 year, that is matured within 1 year. The main aim of money market scheme is to provide easy liquidity, preservation of capital, that is safety, and moderate income. These schemes generally invest in safer short-term instruments such as treasury bills, certificate of deposits, commercial paper, and interbank call money, etc. Third group of mutual fund is other group. In other group, first scheme is tax saving schemes. These schemes offers tax rebates to the investor under the tax laws prescribed from time to time. Under Section 88 of the Income Tax Act, contributions made to any equity linked saving schemes, that is ELSS, are eligible for rebate. Under this scheme, the locking period of a mutual fund is 3 years. If before 3 years, if fund is repurchased or resell, then the rebate on these investments is not given by the Income Tax Act. Another scheme under this category is index scheme. The index scheme attempt to invest the fund in shares of forming stock exchange index such as BSE, Sensex or Nifty 50. Here is the BSE Sensex made up by 30 companies, which is called blue chip companies, and Nifty 50 is made up by 50 companies of 17 well established financially sound companies. Hence, these funds invest their amounts in the shares of BSE, Sensex or Nifty 50. The percentage of each stock, that is share, to the total holding will be identical to the stock index weightage, and hence the returns from such schemes would be more or less equivalent to those of the index. Third type of mutual fund in this group is called as sector funds or sector schemes, which invest in the securities of only those sectors or industries as specified in the offer documents. For example, pharmaceutical sector, software sector, fast moving consumer goods sector, information technology sector, petroleum sector, etc. The return in these funds are dependent on the performance of the respective sectors or performance of the respective industries. Advantages of investing in mutual fund. There are number of advantages of mutual funds. Some important advantages are discussed here. First advantage of mutual fund is liquidity. It is very easy to buy and sell a mutual fund. Fund holder can sell units at any point of time, generally when the market value is high. Second advantage of mutual fund is diversification. Fund manager always invest in number of securities like various types of shares, various types of bonds and other money market instrument to spread the risk over these securities. Third advantage is expert management. Fund management companies appoints expert from financial field. These experts research and analyze the market data and take the decisions about investment, and hence investment in mutual fund is less risky. Fourth advantage of mutual fund is less cost for bulk transaction. If we buy mutual fund in multiple units at a time, the processing fee and other commission charges will be less compared to if we buy one unit or limited number of unit. Another benefit of mutual fund is cost efficiency. After comparison of expenses ratio of different mutual fund schemes, choose the fund which is in our budget. Expenses ratio is the fee for managing fund. Comparing these expenses and performance, we got cost efficiency. Another advantage of mutual fund is automated payment. Automated payment is possible by link your saving account to mutual fund, and at due date automated payment is made towards mutual fund. Before debiting the amount from our bank, mutual fund company sends SMS mails and alert you to maintain balance in our bank account. Another advantage of mutual fund is suit your financial goals. Number of mutual fund available in the market, hence it is easy to find out suitable fund according to our income and financial goal. Next advantage of mutual fund is quick and painless process. It is very easy to buy mutual fund through SIP, that is systematic investment plan. It is just like open bank account and operate it. Fund managers and their agents guides about transactions in mutual fund. Next benefit is tax efficiency. Section 80C of the Income Tax Act exempts investment up to rupees 1.50 lakh in tax saving scheme of mutual fund. Next advantage is invest in smaller denomination. Generally, unit value of mutual fund is rupees 10. Hence, if we want to buy mutual fund, it is possible to invest small amount and become a owner of reputed company. Next advantages of mutual fund is safety. In India, every mutual fund scheme is approved by SEBI. All fund management companies also regulated by SEBI. Hence, mutual fund investment is safer like bank recurring or bank FD. And last, systematic or one-time investment is possible in mutual fund. Before concluding my lecture, I repeat that mutual fund investment is an investment option through which common investor encash the boom in capital market, specifically in securities market. Common investor is not aware or is not familiar about securities market, but mutual fund schemes provides a platform to invest amount in the securities of reputed national and multinational corporations. These mutual fund schemes sometimes risky but provides unexpected high return also. Thank you.